Bro, this video has the Megumi to. Oops, sorry. This video has the potential to anger a lot of One Piece fans, bro. So we got Miara Rosa, and she's saying that hockey is a horrible power system. Let me explain. And honestly, I kind of see what she's going for. I'm going to be completely honest. The issue is One Piece has two power systems. It has Devil Fruits, and it also has hockey. And throughout the beginning of the series, Devil Fruits were very cool. But then, after post time skip, we got introduced to hockey, and it just feels like One Piece is a little bit scrambled because, two different power systems, and hockey's just a little bit weird, or it's too linear. Like, Devil Fruits are extremely unique and creative. Hockey is just advanced conquerors, advanced observation slash future sight, and advanced armament.
Video titles, you must be thinking I have a death wish. But let me explain. The thing is, hockey is not the problem is what it did to the fights. Hockey may have leveled the playing field, but in doing so, it killed the creativity that came with Devil Fruits. Because before hockey, somebody's choice of a Devil Fruit actually made a difference in fights. And ever since
I still think Devil Fruits do make differences in fights, hence Kaido's mythical, fish fruit, granting him insane durability, Big Mom's Soul Devil Fruit, Blackbeard, etc. The issue is hockey within itself isn't it's not really super creative. And it's kind of ironic because Kaido said that Goldie Roger conquered the Grand Line. He conquered the world with hockey, and he said that hockey triumphs Devil Fruit. But the exact reason that Kaido lost against Luffy wasn't because Luffy got stronger hockey. It was due to Luffy's Devil Fruit and him awakening Gear 5 from the, Sun God Nika Devil Fruit. So it's like Kaido is saying that hockey is stronger than Devil Fruit. But the reason he lost was not hockey. It was Luffy having a better Devil Fruit.
hockey got introduced, One Piece went from a show about who's smarter to who hits harder. And while Devil Fruits are still
Yeah, hockey kind of turned One Piece into Dragon Ball Z a little bit.
in use, hockey has
It was cool at first, especially pre-time skip, but now it just feels like constant conquerors clashes, etc.
greatly reduced the need to eat one. And that's just one of the things we have lost.
Now, I don't really think hockey is horrible, but I get the narrative behind this video. I get why this is being said, because hockey does feel a little bit weird nowadays.
So without further ado, let's go over how the power system in One Piece has evolved and everything it ended up destroying. But first, let me clarify that this isn't a nostalgia trip of back in my day things were so simple. In fact, it's the opposite. Hockey is what made things simple. Now I understand with every big shonen series, it is only common sense that power systems develop as the world level rises and enemies become stronger. Like with Goku, he started with Super Saiyan 1, 2, and then Ultra Instinct. Naruto went from Shadow Clones to QB mode, and Luffy from Gear 2nd to now his Nika.
Honestly, Naruto kind of did it well because Naruto still uses Shadow Clone Jutsu, and he still has a diverse arsenal. He has Rasengan, he still has Kurama Chakra mode, he has Sage mode, etc. Naruto, it's fine because his toolkit, his arsenal is extremely diverse. Now with Luffy, nowadays he just kind of spams Gear 5. Gear 4 is still cool. He doesn't use Gear 2 as much, obviously, since it drains his lifespan. But I guess Luffy kind of has a diverse kit, since if you want to count his gears, Gear 3, Gear 4, Snake Man, Bound Man.
Mode. This power progression makes complete sense, no issues there. But as the story unfolds, you realize that somewhere along the line, One Piece also lost something unique in the process, because the Devil Fruits that once created the need
It might not even be a hockey thing. Maybe it really just is a post-time skip thing. Maybe One Piece just kind of changed.
for creativity and strategy started becoming less important compared to hockey. Like for example, when I was watching Sky.
Honestly, it was still cool when they introduced Katakuri and he was seeing into the future in Whole Cake Island. That was cool. That was where I liked hockey, when we were kind of focused on, observation hockey V2 future sight. Very cool. But I guess nowadays it just kind of feels like conquerors hockey is the most important type of hockey at this point. I don't know.
Luffy took ages to meet Eneru, and during that time, I was constantly thinking that since Luffy is made out of rubber and Eneru's powers are lightning focused, there is a possibility that Luffy will not be affected because rubber does not conduct electricity. And I was wondering that will the show even use this? Was this matchup intentional? And yes, it made all the difference. And then back in Alabasta, when Luffy was getting absolutely wrecked by Crocodile, he was able to gain an edge just by throwing water on him because sand no like water. Now the thing is, Luffy wasn't necessarily
Honestly, Oda taught me something because I didn't even know that. I didn't know that you could like touch Crocodile if you throw water on him. Like that was like a lesson, good lesson learned. So sand doesn't like water.
Stronger than Crocodile or Eneru, it was his Devil Fruit's properties that played a part in his wins. This was a world.
And with Luffy and Enel, it was already obvious. Everybody knows that, rubber doesn't conduct electricity.
That gave the weaker characters a fighting chance. Your compatibility against someone actually mattered. But now post Haki,
Bro, a lot of people say that Mihawk would like mid-diff Luffy or one-shot Luffy just because he's a swords user, which honestly, I kind of get it, honestly. Now, I wouldn't say Mihawk would one-shot Luffy, but I really do understand, like, Luffy is rubber, right? He kind of has extra defense against blunt attacks, but if he fought somebody like Mihawk or Shanks, then honestly, Luffy might lose an arm.
everyone has the same override button that they keep spamming, and the fights are more about who has the stronger Haki or willpower. But don't get me wrong, I understand that Haki was necessary because the power system was too skewed in favor of Logia's, and Haki is what allowed characters like Shanks or Garp to blur every line a Devil Fruit could
Yeah, for sure.
possibly create. But instead of balancing the system, it ended up flattening it. Now, there are some exceptions to this where characters still heavily rely on their fruits and use Haki to complement their abilities and not replace it. Like Law, for example, who instead of just overpowering people with Haki, he wins by abusing how broken and creative his fruit
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure Law has observation Haki, but he still uses his awakened devil fruit, which is really cool. Yeah.
actually is. Even against someone like Big Mom, who completely outclassed him physically, he was still able to pressure her through strategy, positioning.
Honestly, quick spoilers, but I think devil fruits are going to make a comeback soon, obviously with Gear 5, and I think there might be other like rain god devil fruits or, just god devil fruits in general. I think I remember seeing like a One Piece chapter 1182 spoiler or something like that. I think there's going to be like a rain god devil fruit.
In the sheer versatility of his fruit. God, I love him. But on the flip side, we see Kid get utterly demolished by Shanks, all
I feel like hockey users have just become way too strong nowadays. Like I get the hype for Shanks and Mihawk and Garp, but like I kind of want to push things back to devil fruits a little bit. Like just if we could get some type of like perfect balance.
because no matter how strong of a Devil Fruit user he can be, a stronger Haki can still break it apart. Now, obviously, you can't let these Devil Fruit users roam around all haughty just because they got lucky with their fruit, so it was crucial for the story to have a universal counter to them. But there is a difference between countering something and completely overshadowing it to the point where it's no longer needed, especially within the big leagues. In the end, I just want to add that yes, I fully agree that Devil Fruits still matter, just not as much as they used to. And that Haki may have fixed the system, but it ended up simplifying it. Because someone like Usopp, who is both weak-willed and also fruitless, is literally an error in the system. He is one of the characters who Haki has had the biggest beef with, because before it, Usopp could actually handle full-blown fights all on his own, or actually be a sniper. But now, Armament Haki's got news for him.
Bro, a lot of people are saying that Usopp even needs like a buff in Elbaf and all of that. But yeah, honestly, I wouldn't say hockey's actually a horrible power system. I don't think she truly believes that either, hence the let me explain. But I don't know. One Piece it's getting kind of weird. I think we should focus on devil fruits again. And quick small spoiler alert, I do like that Loki has like a dragon devil fruit apparently. Loki has a stronger version of Kaido's devil fruit, I've heard. So that's looking cool, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't actually think hockey is bad. It just feels way too linear. Like with devil fruits, you have to figure out, okay, what does this person's devil fruit do? Is there a way I can counter it? With hockey, it's simply just whoever has stronger hockey wins. Like there's no brains required. With hockey, you don't have to think. It's just, oh, you have stronger hockey, so you're going to win. If it's a devil fruit battle, though, you know, you got to actually have battle IQ. You have to have strategy, adaptability, planning. Think of Hunter x Hunter even. Think of like Crollo versus Hisoka from the Hunter x Hunter manga. Like that fight actually required strategy, planning, battle IQ. Which is why, spoiler alert, Crollo ended up winning. He had planning. Think of Gojo versus Sukuna. That fight required planning, battle IQ, adaptability, strategy. With hockey, it's literally just, oh, you have stronger Conquerors hockey, you automatically win. Oh, you have stronger armament hockey, you win. And that's kind of the main issue.